What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksandGamers.com, and we have more bad news for Major League Baseball and Commissioner Rob Manfred. Another game has been called off tonight. A different team now has tested positive, and it continues to look like this experiment is not going to work well, at least if you can't handle a couple positive tests. If you're going to cancel games because people test positive, this is not going to work out in the long run. You see Jeff Passan here. Positive coronavirus tests with the St. Louis Cardinals have postponed their game against the Milwaukee Brewers, a source tells ESPN, confirming the Jon Heyman report. We will take a look at that Jon Heyman report because I want to look at people's reaction to this. Unclear how many, but to this point, positives have been limited to teams in the East, now in the Central too. Now, when this first came out, it just said that the game was canceled, didn't tell us which team actually had tested positive. As a Cubs fan, I'm relieved that it's not the Brewers because they had just played the Cubs, which means my Cubs might end up getting it, might end up have games postponed just due to them testing positive. So, fortunately, that's not happening, but it looks like the Cards in the Brewers is getting delayed. We have a couple more pieces of information here. One source told ESPN's Jesse Rogers that if what is happening with the Cardinals had occurred before the Marlins outbreak, Friday's game would still be scheduled, which is what we saw. We had a few positive tests. We don't know how many tests. We don't know how or who it actually is that is tested positive from the Cardinals. But if it had happened before the Marlins thing, they would have gone ahead. But now the Miami Marlins are sitting there with 19 people testing positive. It is spread all throughout their clubhouse, and it is affecting a ton of different baseball teams. The Phillies, the Yankees, all these people are having issues now because of what happened with Miami. That brings the number of teams out of action Friday to 6, as the Brewers and Cardinals will join the Marlins, the Phillies, the Nationals, and the Blue Jays in teams affected by fallout from the positive tests. Now, I talked about this Jon Heyman report right here. Brewers, he misspells Cardinals because Jon Heyman is an idiot. Tonight postponed due to positive test. That's all he said. Didn't say who it was, didn't say how many people, just Brewers Cardinals game tonight postponed due to positive test. Look at some of the reaction that people are having. One positive means the game is canceled now. Is that the new protocol? Yeah, this ain't gonna work due to one test. Right? It is very divisive. If games are going to get postponed because of one positive test, this season has no chance of getting finished. And I kind of agree with that. These players are not in a bubble. They are traveling state to state. They're interacting with people. They're not being quarantined in their hotels. They are being told to try not to interact with people as much as possible, but they are still, traveling around. The idea that none of them would get it, I think, is far-fetched. They knew that people would test positive for this. They knew that this would happen. It's not like the NBA that is being kept in a bubble right now. Sports outside a bubble just aren't going to work. That's what some people are saying. Now, look at the retweets and comments because it is mostly check marks, right? The check marks are the ones that I thought had interesting responses to this. The virus is spreading like a virus. Who could have seen that coming? We're about 160 hours into the season, and 20% of the league is currently unable to play baseball. Holy cow. Get Mike Doherty right here. And now I guess we're all just waiting for the announcement that the season has to be canceled. That's what a lot of people are worried about. They're worried about that's the next step, that they're going to realize that they can't control this, and they're going to do that. It's Keith Olbermann, this freaking blowhard idiot. And here is the prospect, which I referred to earlier. One outbreak on one Central team, one outbreak on one Western team, and we're out. Quite possibly, because people are so freaking scared of, people in peak physical condition testing positive, regardless of whether they have any symptoms or not. This is what we're worried about. They're probably going to push to cancel the season, unfortunately. Well, what do you guys think about this? Another team, the St. Louis Cardinals, testing positive. Now it is in the middle of America, not just these NL East teams that are affected anymore, NL and AL teams affected anymore. Now it's in the Central. What could happen next for Major League Baseball? Do you think Rob Manfred will feel the pressure to cancel it? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, smash a like button, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later.